Ever feel wired but unfocused, like your brain is buzzing, but nothing's getting done? That's where L-theanine comes in. It's a natural compound found in tea that helps you feel calm and clear at the same time without making you sleepy. So how does it actually take the edge off your stress while sharpening your focus? Let's break down the science behind why so many people are turning to L-theanine for steady, crash-free mental clarity. L-theanine promotes alpha brainwaves that support a relaxed but alert mental state. What that really means in everyday terms is that your brain shifts into a mode similar to what you experience during light meditation or when you are calmly focused on something you enjoy. You are not wired, jittery, or overstimulated, but you are also not sleepy or foggy. Alpha waves sit right in that sweet spot between deep relaxation and active thinking. This is why people often describe L-theanine as creating a sense of calm, clarity. Imagine sitting down to work, and instead of your thoughts racing or bouncing around, everything feels smoother and more organized. You can still think quickly, but without that background noise of stress. This is especially helpful if you tend to feel anxious when you have a lot to do, or if caffeine alone makes you feel edgy. A practical way to use this is pairing L-theanine with tasks that require steady attention, like writing, studying, or problem-solving. Many people take it with their morning coffee to balance out the stimulation, so they stay focused without feeling overstimulated. Over time, you may notice that you are not just more productive, but also more comfortable while working, which is a big deal for long-term mental performance. It increases calming neurotransmitters like GABA, serotonin, and dopamine without sedating the brain. These are the same chemical messengers that help regulate mood, reduce anxiety, and support a sense of well-being. But L-theanine boosts them in a gentle, balanced way. Instead of shutting your brain down like a sedative would, it helps smooth out emotional spikes so you can stay steady and clear-headed. Think of it like turning down the volume on stress, rather than turning off your brain entirely. This is why you can feel calmer without losing your motivation or energy. For example, if you're about to go into a stressful meeting or need to concentrate under pressure, L-theanine can help take the edge off without making you feel slow or disengaged. It is especially useful for people who struggle with anxious thoughts that interrupt their focus. You still have access to your full mental capacity, but the emotional interference is reduced. That balance between calm and alertness is what makes L-theanine unique compared to many other calming supplements. L-theanine reduces the overstimulation and jitteriness, often caused by caffeine. If you have ever had coffee and felt shaky, anxious, or mentally scattered, you have experienced what happens when stimulation goes too far. Caffeine increases alertness, but it can also raise heart rate and stress levels, especially in higher doses. L-theanine acts like a counterbalance. It does not cancel out caffeine, but it smooths its effects so you get the focus without the crash or nervous energy. This is why many people combine the two. And it is actually how tea naturally works, since tea contains both caffeine and L-theanine. The result is a more stable and sustained type of focus compared to coffee alone. In practical terms, this can mean fewer energy dips, less irritability, and better concentration over longer periods. If you rely on caffeine to get through your day, but do not like how it sometimes makes you feel, adding L-theanine could make a noticeable difference. It is a simple adjustment that can turn a jittery experience into a calm, productive one. It supports attention and task switching by improving overall brain efficiency under stress. When you are stressed, your brain tends to become less efficient. You might find yourself rereading the same sentence, forgetting what you were doing, or jumping between tasks without finishing anything. L-theanine helps stabilize your mental state so your brain can process information more smoothly. This makes it easier to stay on task and also to switch tasks when needed without losing momentum. For example, during a busy workday where you are juggling emails, meetings, and focused work, L-theanine can help you transition between these demands without feeling overwhelmed. Instead of mental friction, things feel more fluid. This can be especially helpful for students or professionals who need to maintain consistent performance over several hours. The key benefit here is not just feeling calm, but actually functioning better under pressure. You are able to think clearly, adapt quickly, and maintain productivity even when things get hectic. L-theanine encourages relaxation without triggering the sleep pathways that cause drowsiness. Many substances that calm you down also make you feel sleepy because they directly activate the systems in your brain that prepare you for sleep. L-theanine works differently. It relaxes the mind without pushing it toward shutdown mode. This is why you can take it during the day and still feel mentally sharp. Think about the difference between lying down to nap and sitting quietly with a clear mind while staying fully awake. L-theanine leans toward that second state. This makes it ideal for situations where you need to stay alert but want to reduce tension, like studying, working, or even social interactions that usually make you nervous. A good way to use this is during periods when you want calm energy rather than stimulation or sedation, such as mid-afternoon when you want to avoid both caffeine crashes and sleepiness. Over time, this can help you build a more consistent pattern of focused, calm productivity throughout the day.